I know she will bring to the demands of her new role the steadfast devotion to duty on which I have come to rely so much.
Real-life families and, actually what's going on in the community, and it must be really challenging for you in the team.
Kate Middleton will be queen sooner than expected. Although health is her main priority, there is a sense of calm before the storm. After the royal family's tumultuous year of health issues, both Kate Middleton and King Charles were diagnosed with cancer. Middleton and Prince William are preparing to step into their future roles of King and Queen of England much quicker than they were prepared to do. But how ready are they for this monumental task? What will happen when Kate Middleton becomes queen? Join us as we unveil 20 insane things that will happen if Kate Middleton becomes queen. Number 20. Incorporate her maiden name within her official title. Right now, her proper title is the Duchess of Cambridge. While admirers and the public may occasionally refer to her as Duchess Catherine, this is not quite accurate because, by royal protocol, only blood princesses born into the royal family are permitted to use their first names after their titles. Thus, Middleton must follow that tradition since she married into the family and is not supposed to be addressed formally by her name. However, that will change when she becomes queen consort in the future. Royal expert Marlene Koenig told Insider that Middleton would be given the title of Queen Catherine once Prince William became king. This assigned title follows the historical boundary set by the late Queen Elizabeth, mother of the present king. After the passing of her husband, King George VI, she came to be called Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother, by which she was distinguished from her daughter, Queen Elizabeth II. Thus, just as in the case of the switch from Middleton to Queen Catherine, it will emphasize the change in stature for William's consort and symbolize where she stands in the family dynamic and indicating what she is as an individual. However, will she uphold the traditions that define the British monarchy? Number 19. Bow before Prince William. Like other royals, Kate Middleton has learned several court protocols, including bowing before certain royal family members. According to royal tradition, blood princesses must bow down to the princess if she is not with her husband, Prince William. These include Princess Alexandra, Princess Beatrice, and Princess Eugenie, the daughters of the Duke of York. All these gestures are steeped in the rich traditions of the royal family. When Prince William was eventually declared the king, Middleton's deference towards him would then be during the coronation ceremony. She would kneel before her husband in a formal act of homage, befitting royal customs and such a glorious and globally televised event as their wedding in 2011. On that day, 24 million viewers turned in via the BBC to see the writing of spectacles of pomp and pageantry made by such an event. With its old and grand histories, the crowning ceremony is expected to bring just as much international attention. But does what she wants matters? Number 18. Spending time with children. As Kate climbs the royal ladder, her responsibilities will become increasingly overwhelming, leaving her with less time to spend with her children. This is the same workload assumed by Prince Charles, who, since being called into an upgraded role because of reduced engagements with Queen Elizabeth, carried out 527 official engagements in 2015 alone. Likewise, on becoming Queen Consort, Kate must undertake similar public and ceremonial duties while fulfilling those with 3 children. Kate has always been honest about her motherhood's better and worse times. Kate shared that she hasn't had much breathing space since bringing her 3 children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis with her. She mentioned that George got a scooter and was going fast on it, making it challenging for her to keep up. However, she noted that Charlotte was helping to keep him in check, as she was growing bigger by the day, and it seemed that the challenges of managing her children were quite demanding. However, does it also mean that reality would become increasingly difficult regarding more children? Number 17. Advised against having any more children. Kate is said to have probably emulated the most renowned royal, the Queen herself, who had continued to bear children until her late 30s. Observers mentioned that Kate's last child brought the total number of royal family members living to 22, indicating whispered hints that she might wish to be even more. Moreover, some voices restrained the bringing forth of children, but advised her to be even more cautious with the thought. According to many, the much-talked-about Kate should lead by example to the rest in the growing anxiety about population increase. Yet, as a mother of 3, how would the juggle be more impressive with the new role? Number 16. Transformed role as the consort queen. She has played a significant part in assisting Queen Elizabeth in carrying the royal burdens at home and abroad. These activities include attending functions, such as the traditional garden parties at Buckingham Palace and state banquets, where international dignitaries are welcomed. Along with these activities, Middleton will represent the crown suitably polished and diplomatically true to high royal standards. Transforming Middleton's role. As Prince William becomes king, Middleton's role will dramatically change. Hence, she will be queen consort alongside the reigning monarch. In this case, Prince William would host royal events. She'd play the role of consort with him, participating in state ceremonies, diplomatic receptions, and official events. As royal expert Marlene Koenig told Insider, Queen Consort has no constitutional powers, but this position is traditional, and even more, has great symbolic significance. Koenig mentioned that Catherine's role would change because she would be the sovereign's consort. There is no real constitutional role for a consort just by tradition, but she will be the First Lady of the land in terms of precedence. Does this imply that as Queen Consort, she will be the preeminent woman within Great Britain? Number 15. Crowned alongside Prince William. Unlike her late father-in-law, Prince Philip, Kate Middleton will be crowned with her husband during his coronation. Although male consorts are not crowned by tradition, it is a custom that female consorts receive the honor along with the king, making them the preeminent women within Great Britain. The official royal family website noted that, unless decided otherwise, a queen consort is crowned with the king in a similar but simpler ceremony. It is the most important differentiation in terms of coronation between male and female consorts. Middleton will be at Prince William's side when he is declared king. That event will mark her formal entrance into the role of queen consort. This end will complete Kate's process of going from being the Duchess of Cambridge to the highest-ranking woman in the United Kingdom. What other important defining moment will she encounter in her royal journey? Number 14. Moving to Buckingham Palace. The gigantic and luxurious Buckingham Palace, which has around 775 rooms, is an excellent example of British architecture and has been officially the residence of Britain's monarchs since 1837. When Prince William becomes king, he and his wife, Kate Middleton, will discontinue staying at Kensington Palace and move into this beautiful palace as their residence and royal command center. On what will probably be a sad twist of fate, should William predecease Middleton, Buckingham Palace would instantly become the official headquarters for the next in line, his infant son, Prince George. In such a case, Middleton would probably be required to find a new residence somewhere odd among the other palaces, considering how the Queen Mother moved to Clarence House when her daughter had her accession to the throne, settling the transition with characteristic elegance and dignity. What other residence will be made available to Queen Catherine? Number 13. Enjoying the other gorgeous royal homes. Modern Queen Consort has several gorgeous royal homes occupied by events of history and tradition from which she shares her time. Such majestic houses include Windsor Castle, peaceful Balmoral Castle, Holyrood Palace, and Sandringham Estate. The castles of Balmoral and Sandringham are particularly near and dear since Queen Elizabeth privately owns them, meaning she has the choice of handing over these properties, which she treasures, to any heir when she dies. Windsor Castle and Holyrood Palace, on the other hand, belong to the Crown and are therefore official residences for any reigning monarch. Hence, it is certain that the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge will spend their time at Windsor Castle as their primary residence for Easter festivities. They will also use that official residence for dubbing in Holyrood as their official abode in the historically rich city of Edinburgh, Scotland, endowing it with its royal significance. Which other royal building holds a royal significance that the Queen will continue? Number 12. The Christmas celebration at Sandringham. Prince William and Kate Middleton would likely inherit the tradition of hosting Christmas celebrations from the Sandringham estate, much like Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip have done for decades. This estate has been at the heart of the celebrations for centuries and is thick with the rituals that have been cherished for generations. One of the best-known traditions is the royal family's gift exchange on Christmas Eve at Sandringham. The exchange is said to be relaxed and informal and often involves funny or light-hearted rather than extravagant presents. The royal family attends a Christmas service at St. Mary Magdalene Church before returning to the estate for their traditional lunch, featuring roast turkey and Christmas pudding. William and Kate maintain royal traditions by hosting Christmas festivities at Sandringham, adding their personal touch while keeping the family's established practices. They will also allow this to mean connecting to many generations of the family. Who else will the Queen be close to aside from the royal family? Number 11. Private Secretary. Will turn closest friend. From now on, one relationship will flourish: the bonding between Kate and her private secretary, Rebecca Deacon. It is now growing strong and soon deepened by their joint navigating of royal duties. As a faithful and able confidant, Rebecca manages Kate's busy schedule. She accompanies her during various events, usually blending into the background, where she remains mostly unseen by the public eye. Rebecca joined the royal family in 2007 as one central cog in organizing that memorable, if somewhat funky, memorial concert for Princess Diana. She has been an integral part of the royal wedding that captured the nation's attention. A well of insider knowledge about the household and its customs, Rebecca is not just a mere aide, but an ally of major proportions. As they navigate their days together, the two will likely come to know one another almost as sisters. A partnership built on trust and sure to help Kate through the reality of her new world. Again, what other assistance will her new role provide her? Number 10. Increased income. Queen Elizabeth II has a fair net worth of $515 million, along with an annual salary that has risen to the ceiling of a whopping $61 million. All this money not only goes into her heavy traveling, smart investments, and hosting elaborate garden parties and charity events, but also into maintaining iconic buildings like Buckingham Palace. Her income remains protected by law despite changes in the government, meaning that the treasure of this wealth will be passed on to the next lucky heir to the throne. In stark contrast, Kate Middleton stands to earn a little more than $3 million a year from Kensington Palace. This amount goes towards her household running expenses, which include travel costs, salaries for her household staff, and, of course, her expensive designer outfits. travel represents her largest expense category. For example, a trip to Japan and China costs about $76,000, whereas a trip to New York raises an $18,000 bill, as reported by People magazine. However, what will distinguish Princess Catherine from other former queens? Number 9. Only British monarch to have a degree. It will be a distinction that Kate Middleton will wear as a crown if she does ascend to the throne, since she will then be the only female British monarch with a university degree. In the year 2005, she fulfilled the requirements towards earning an impressive second-class Upper M.A. Hans History of Art degree from the famed University of St. Andrews, an institution most famous, of course, not only for its academic prowess, but also as the place where she and Prince William first met. Regarding her learning experience, Kate told the student newspaper that she would like to be open to a general education in every aspect of life, and to stand on her commitment to experience. Prince William always pokes fun at his friend's time in St. Andrews, saying the student life there was so phenomenal that every undergraduate left the university either married or an alcoholic. However, the best thing for both parties is that their student life ends in a happy association rather than a drunken debaucher. Are there probabilities of a sad future? Number 8. May lose countries under her rule. The Commonwealth includes 16 countries where King Charles is the official head of state, including Australia, Canada, Cyprus, Fiji, Ghana, Grenada, India, Jamaica, Malaysia, New Zealand, Nigeria, Pakistan, Singapore, and South Africa. Many Commonwealth countries were unwilling to be part of the British Empire, which might mean they would no longer be part of it. In fact, Dr. Anna Whitelock suggested in an interview with The Independent that if Kate were to become queen, it might lead to many countries holding referendums to sever ties with Britain. She noted that there had been significant questions regarding the role of an unelected royal family in modern Britain, which has been kept in check due to the presence of the Queen. Whitelock predicted that by 2030, there would likely be more vocal demands for the abolition of the monarchy. While she could not guarantee the complete end of the monarchy, she emphasized that its purpose and relevance would be scrutinized and challenged more than ever before. What other challenges are there to counter the Queen? Number 7. Pressures of royal duty. Kate Middleton's eventual transition into Queen Consort may not be as simple and smooth as it seems. Even with her composed, dedicated public image, signals indicate that she may want something other than that responsibility. It is also true for most people. Prince Harry once said during a Newsweek interview that not one member of the royal family genuinely hopes for the throne, but assumes the responsibility for the greater good. Is there anyone in the royal family who wants to be king or queen? Harry responded honestly, he does not think so, but royals will do their duties at the right time. This hints at a kind of inner conflict being borne by Kate, facing pressure from both external and internal environments in her adaptation period of constraints of becoming queen. The pressures of royal duty and public expectation tend to weigh more on someone marrying into the royal family than born into it. As she once confessed, the prospect of becoming queen consort is one that she finds scary. During her official engagement interview, she revealed her feelings about entering royal life by stating that it's quite a daunting prospect, which she'll hopefully take in her stride. Nonetheless, what will make the journey easy for her? Number 6. Adopting Queen Elizabeth's mantra. Representatives for Catherine Middleton at Kensington Palace sometimes make exceptions to Buckingham Palace's otherwise no-comments policy regarding the press. One recent instance involved the palace making a very strong statement that the British magazine Tatler liked to profile Middleton under the headline, "Catherine the Great." This caused enormous controversy in the palace, with a spokesperson describing it as full of a swathe of inaccuracies and false misrepresentations. Consequently, Tatler complied with the Duchess's requests and removed portions that were in dispute. It may be that when she becomes queen, she will change her public relationship style altogether. Number 5. Taking Diana's title. When Prince William ascends to the throne, he will be officially recognized as His Royal Highness Prince William of Wales, while Kate Middleton will adopt the title of Her Royal Highness Princess Catherine of Wales. This transition marks a significant moment in royal history, as William's mother, the beloved Diana, was the last to hold the title of Princess of Wales before her divorce in 1996. Kate has often been compared to the late Princess Diana for their strikingly similar fashion choices and their shared backgrounds. Both women were raised in humble English households, where they experienced the charm and challenges of ordinary life before stepping into the limelight of royalty. Their paths intertwined with the everyday world. Diana was a devoted mummy, while Kate carved her niche as an accessory buyer for a prominent fashion company. Anyway, what other things prepared her to be a worthy successor to the title, once held by such an inspiring figure? Number 4. Give up her love of designers. Queen Elizabeth's wardrobe of traditional British elegance along classic lines, consisting of just the right elements set up since she was a queen. It is only known to the public that the Queen often glows in all bright colors so that she cannot be missed whenever she comes out for any official engagement, contributing to her distinction as well. If Kate were to fill in the shoes of Queen Elizabeth, certainly, the first challenge would be to fend off her craving for high street fashion. She has an affinity for several popular brands like Rice, Zara, Gap, and Topshop, which provoke crazy shopping whenever she's wearing them. For instance, after being spotted in a Rice dress costing $200, she met Michelle Obama, and it was sold out online in seconds. David Rice, founder of Rice, said Kate's wearing Rice boosts the brand, bringing it more interest and awareness worldwide. In fact, it has become popularly known as the Kate effect, which demonstrates her power over the world's fashion-touching and ordinary item, and dubbing it something not available. Number 3. Never be able to divorce. In contrast to the late Princess Diana, whose public displays of affection were often celebrated, Kate Middleton and Prince William embody a more reserved approach regarding their relationship. They tend to adhere to the traditions established by the royal family, following the example set by Queen Elizabeth II. Body language expert Robin Kermode shared insights with the Daily Mail, noting, while no formal rule prevents William and Kate from expressing affection in public, the royal family is certainly influenced by the Queen's example. Her Majesty seldom engages in hand-holding or kissing with her husband in public, establishing an unwritten guideline many royals seem to follow. Marriage, as we know, is a complex journey, and like any couple, Kate and William may encounter challenges along the way. If Kate ever feels dissatisfied with her marriage, she will have to explore various options, though divorce would likely not be one of them. Since 2002, the Church of England has allowed divorced individuals to remarry under certain circumstances. However, if Kate aspires to become queen someday, this path would be off-limits to her. Nevertheless, what other incidents will cause the Queen genuine happiness? Number 2. Turn her family into royalty. Royalties note the historical contrast with Kate's father, Sire Michael Middleton, being the first granddaddy ever to a future king, Prince George, who has no title yet. This is now an uncommon case, with history going back to a millennium, where future monarchs always had grandparents who bore royal titles. This means that as Kate gets closer to her seat of power, much more likely, she will hand over her parents the earldoms and countess dignities. However, the meaning of such titles remains somewhat under debate. Former royal editor Charles Moseley remarked to The Telegraph that he believed an earldom would be a more suitable title to bestow upon them than a dukedom. He explained that a dukedom would be excessive, and noted that one must be extremely wealthy to support such a title. Similarly, Prince William had expressed his admiration for Kate's family during their engagement interview, sharing his feelings about her parents. What warmth and welcoming nature will impact Princess Catherine's reign as Queen? Number 1. A modern Queen and King. Koenig told Insider that King William and Queen Catherine would be far more informal than previous sovereigns and consorts. The couple has already been commended for their efforts to modernize the monarchy. They are keeping things real by adopting more casual yet approachable manners to redefine what royalty means in the 21st century. William and Kate have become present on radio, podcasts, and television shows, making the public relate to their contemporary experiences with them. They have made such connectivity in their royal tours that it can easily be misconstrued as a normal meeting between friends. They very often stop to chat with fans, and, going against established royal traditions, they even manage to have some selfies taken. Such tiny, even perhaps petty gestures of greenness rang beautifully and easily with moderns. They were arrested in their intent to connect. They seem to translate into ready commitments to bridge the space between the monarchy and the public. Do you think the King and Queen, William and Kate, will most likely try to keep tradition? Or will they modernize the institution for future royal generations? Share your thoughts with us in the comment section. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more. Also, click the next video showing on your screen. You will enjoy it.